So talk to us this commitment, but to bring more in. I'm assuming this is all a productivity boost?
Well, you know, you think about the velocity of change right now, Caroline, and the speed of innovation. And generative AI, many of us weren't even talking about it 9 months ago, and now it's all anybody wants to talk about. It's amazing, that velocity of change and speed of innovation. So to co-develop solutions with Microsoft for all of our businesses, audit, tax, and advisory, that we can bring to market. Some of those solutions are already under development and some are in nascent stages, but we're really excited about the power of that partnership and what we can bring to market in the future, working together with Microsoft. So we'll spend $2 billion or invest $2 billion over the next 5 years on AI and cloud, and we expect to generate about $12 billion of additional revenue over the next several years through cybersecurity solutions, through cloud migration, and also through new innovative applications that use generative AI.
So with your own workforce having the early access to Microsoft 365 Copilot, the Azure OpenAI service, ultimately, will you have a competitive edge? Will others follow your lead? Will they also do deals with Microsoft?
So there's no doubt they will. This is not an exclusive arrangement, and we are going to be investing in generative AI across the board, so we're looking for additional opportunities. But we think our long-standing relationship with Microsoft, which dates back to 2000, and our history of working with them as a partner, even going to market with them with 2,500 clients as joint clients, that we have an edge in the sense that we have that long, strong history of development. And we're going to ideate with them. The power of their technology with the power of our knowledge, experience in advisory, tax, auditing is a really great combination for ensuring that we can solve our clients' most complex problems and actually also help our communities and society be better.
How are you selling this to your workforce? Because a lot of anxiety is out there that, look, AI is going to take our jobs.
Right. Well, if I look at the 40 years I've been at KPMG and I think about the history of technology, I haven't seen a technology disruption. I think this is the greatest technology disruption in many decades. I haven't seen one yet that's caused a loss of workforce on a gross basis and a net basis. So I actually believe that workforces over time will grow with generative AI. We're going to need more people to interpret results, to co-develop solutions, to develop solutions. We're going to need more data scientists. We're going to need a lot of quality and cyber assessments of the information that the generative AI applications produce. So as I think about that history of technology disruption and what it's done to workforce, it's actually generated economic activity that should allow for us to grow our workforces in the future. And actually also, you know, put some of those mundane routine tasks that people don't enjoy doing and upskill people to do more interesting, creative things.
And you've been out to the executives that you work for, the clients,
Yes.
and they seem to agree. They're also saying, look, this is actually going to add to employees. This is going to add to our productivity. That's
right. So, you know, we just completed a survey recently where 80% of executives said that this would be a major disruption. 75% said to be their top emerging technology for the next 18 months. And there's general agreement, too, that it was going to add headcount over time. So we feel pretty confident that it'll also reduce stress because some of these mundane tasks, again, will no longer have to be done by people, and they can then provide more value-added advice, do more creative things in the work environment.
Here's to having more exciting work. I'm interested, though, you've referenced cyber and the way in which you're going to be using generative AI there. A lot of the worries, and there's been this quick adoption by companies to use OpenAI team with Microsoft, but they don't want their own workforce using it because they're worried about their own data and it somehow, well, ending up in the data troves that are going to be in my own ChatGPT. How have you dealt with that, the privacy angle?
So when we use a ChatGPT version, we use it in our own secure environment, not the open source application that's out there, which provides a lot of protection. And we also really value the enterprise protection and security that Microsoft brings to us. So we want to use AI responsibly, ethically, and in a very secure environment. As we develop these solutions, we're going to ensure that companies have that same kind of security, governance, and architecture built around their solutions. That's going to be very important for the future because there are those concerns, along with concerns around data accuracy, too.